I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, I am psychedelic, I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity. Okay, so this is recording of trades for May the 4th, 2012, and we start off with a stock called QLogic, QLGC. Entered at a good time in a good place with volume on this bar over here, and around 1476 if I can remember correctly, and exited at this bar over here for a loss of 25 pips. Okay, here we are, QLogic, 5th of May, Friday, entered 503, entry price 1447, stop 25 pips, exit 1534, about half an hour later, exit price 1472 for a loss of 25 pips. Okay, second trade of the day is a stock called FLR, Fleur Corp, and entered at this point over here, this red candle. A lot of volume on the downside. The futures were dropping, as well as the it just looked like a good trade. Looked like it was going to fill that gap. What I didn't take into account was this 10-period moving average, and you can see how strong that 10-period moving average was. It actually held the price and it bounced right off there. I made the mistake of not waiting for the candle to close below the 10-period moving average, and paid the price for it. The stock came back and stopped me out for a minus 71% loss. There it is again. So we have 4th of May, Friday, entry time 15:14, entry price 5816, exit time 15:41, exit price 5887 with a loss of 51 pips. Okay, so this was an example of a perfect trade that worked out absolutely excellently, although it was a bit scary right at the beginning. So this trade for Southwest Energy, entered the trade at this big red bar here. There was a little bit of a retracement, so it came back up, but as you can see, the share held the 10-period moving average, actually hugged the 10-period moving average all the way down, and I exited right at this point over here with a 86% profit, plus 86. Let's show you on my notes. So we have a entry at 319, entry price 29.27, exit time 5:48. This is all UK time, by the way, and exit price 28.41. So basically held that trade for 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, and 86 pip profit. So nice trade. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but I had Southwest Energy down as a loss over here, and I've changed it to profit. Very important for your psychology. Okay, the next trade was a stock called MTW, Manitowoc Co. They manufacture farm and construction machinery. Entered after it broke this opening range plus this resistance or support, sorry, and entered at 13.44 around here, and held it all the way until 13:02 and exited around this point over here, 1302. So a nice profit of 42 cents. Here we go, WMTW entered 553, entry price 344, exit time 1548, so nearly 2 hours later, and exit price 1302, so profit of 42 cents. That's 42 cents. If you're trading £10 a point in the UK spread betting, that would equal £420. Okay, the last trade that actually took on this day was Verifone, and a bit unlucky on this trade. I could have made a lot more, but following your rules, you just have to follow the rules. I entered at 4721, which was around this area over here, and the share promptly reversed at 11:30 and came back, and because I'd moved my stop to break even, I got stopped out just at this point, and as it happens, just before the share plunged. But anyway, that's the way it goes. You move your stop to break even as soon as you're in a little bit of profit, and that means it allows you to just relax with your trade and take a lot less losing trades. Okay, so here's Verifone, PAY, entry 4721, exit 4722 with a loss of 1 pip, but we call this a break-even trade. Break-even trade, out at even. So this last trade for Verifone was a break-even trade, and for the day we have 2 wins and 2 losses, plus we have 1 break-even trade. Okay, so I just want to go through the results for today. First trade was a loss of minus 25.5. Second trade was a loss of minus 71 pips. Third trade was profitable with plus 86 pips. The fourth trade was profitable plus 42. The last trade was break even at minus 1. Gives you a total of 30.6 or 30.5 pips, which if you were trading 1,000 shares would equal $300.50. If you're trading £10 per point spread betting, that would equal £300 and 50p. So it's 2 losses, 2 wins. The wins were bigger than the losses. That's always what you want. And at the end of the day, a really, really good day. Okay, I just want to run through some other trades that really worked out, but that I didn't take on Friday. We have Arco, and as you can see, it broke through the opening range, held nicely on the 10-period moving average, and dropped to 1350 from an entry point of 15.75. So almost a $2 entry, $2 trade. Huge trade. The next trade was SIBO. Okay, not really the best one, but your entry would have been around here, and probably exit at this point over here of the break of the 10 period moving average. You might have also exited over here for a break-even trade. The next one was CF Industries. Another nice trade. Entry around here. It would have come back on you a bit. Your stop would have been at least above the 20 period moving average over here, and you would have followed it down all the way and exited around here. So from your entry at around 187.80, you would have exited around 184, let's say 184, for a $3 profit. Nice $3 profit. Okay, flow we've been through. Okay, we're going to go through open table. Okay, this would have been a no trade, so we wouldn't have traded this because we're not trading against the trend, and with the bad news in the morning, we don't go against the trend whatsoever. RP, again, we wouldn't have traded this. No trade on this one. No trade on TAL. No trade on TGI. Or if you did get in, and you see it broke through the opening range, or sorry, it broke through the opening range over here. Yeah, so you could have entered 65.02, exit around here 64.38. So still a $1 profit on that trade if you took that TGI. We have UBS. Very nice trade actually. This worked out quite well, although this would have messed you up a bit. So entry on the break of the 10 period moving average and the break of the opening range. You would have taken it at 12.51, exited around the break of the 10 period moving average 12.42. Oh, this was a nice trade, this one as well. Enter, break of the opening range, and yeah, you probably would have scrapped it, yeah, I guess. So not the best trade. Enter 65.55, exit. Yeah, probably about a break-even trade, but still some nice trades in there, some really nice trades. Just want to show you the S&P from the negative news that came out before the open. You can see it just dropped off, stayed within the 10 period moving average, and dropped all the way to 1 o'clock US time, which is the last time we want to be trading anyway, and then it went range sideways. So obviously we stayed short. We tried only short trades because of the negative news and the negative sentiment, which worked out very well for us. Fantastic.